Okay, boys, it's a day starting with T, so that means there's Premium Collection 2020 reveals. And today we have Aqua Force and Spike Brothers, so let's get right to it. But first off, we actually did watch Tuesday's stream for Pale Moon because Derek was going to be very, very excited to see what the Pale Moon Stride is. And the only reason why we didn't upload it is because the Pale Moon Stride was actually very, very boring and not interesting. So we actually have reactions to that. We're going to post the reactions right now.
You just
Right, good night, fellas. Yeah, I don't need
Don't tell
this.
them my secrets.
This sounds crap. Okay, so let's get cracking onto today's card of the day reveals, and we have Spike Brothers and Aqua Force. Before we do that, let me put on my anti-Zazan glasses so I can, look at this format fairly and balanced, no bias. So I won't just say everything is crap because Zazan's just better. Zazan, clans still exist now. So I can actually just, review these cards, alright? So let's take a look at this. So we have, let's look at Spike Brothers first, alright? We've got Great Hero, Villain, Varminus, Auto, Vanguard Circle. When the attack of your Regard on a circle with a Force marker does not hit, you can Soul Blast 2, turn a card from your G-Zone face up, and draw a card and call a card from your hand to the Rearguard Circle. So, when I look at this card, immediately I see that supports the new Murakumo gimmick. I mean, Spike Brothers gimmick. I don't know why they took Shadow Stitch and put it on Spike Brothers. Kind of weird. I don't agree with it, but sure, right? It supports the standard gimmick, but it's also not limited to once per turn. So if your thing keeps on not hitting, you keep on flipping those Cyclone. Oh, wait, I can't say Cyclone. Those normal G units. And you can probably reach something like GB8 very, very easily, or just reach a high G-Zone count, right? But the thing is, when I look at this card as well, is that the Soul Blast 2 cost is very, very high. And I don't know how you're going to hit that Soul Blast 2 cost as easily as you would think. So that just comes to me, like, in this day and age, everything's just one. Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, Soul Blast 1 to do amazing things. Grade 1s are pretty good. Just saying, yeah, things like that. So, yeah, Soul Blast 2 is slightly higher than I would have thought. But the other thing is that I probably wouldn't put this in something like Hellheart 8, right? Because the whole game plan of that deck is just not giving your opponent damage early. So they can't screw you over. So this kind of doesn't fit there. So the kind of multiple flip, G-Zone flip is just not as useful. But then again, it seems pretty good in something like aggressive build of Spike Brothers where all you're doing is just slamming face. So if you're at 5, this card seems pretty good. So that's about it for Spike Brothers in my opinion. I think the real winner today is Aqua Force because their Premium Collection 2019 card was so bad. They had to give this card 2 effects. So we have Blue Storm Steel Dragon, Jumbled Dragon. And when it comes into play, you may look at the top 7 cards of your deck and call up to 2 cards from among them to your Rearguard Circle as rest and shuffle your deck. And then the second effect is that when it attacks, you may Counterblast 1 and turn a card from your G-Zone face up, and for every 2 of your rested Rearguard, you get to draw a card and retire one of your opponent's Rearguards, and if you drew 3 or more cards, stand 2 of your Rearguards. So, lots of effects, lots of craziness. Let's get started with the first effect. So, first effect's pretty decent. You just get 2 cards for free. Although they come in rested, who cares? You can cash in if you get a Coral Assault or Narissa. Those are very easy effects to just just draw off at the end and you basically got cards for free. Otherwise, it's just there to establish your field for maybe your next turn. Especially when people have been attacking your Rearguards. When you play against Aqua Force, aggressive clan, they probably attacked you early, you probably placed committed cards early and placed down cards. That's where they'll kind of try and kill and stop your tempo. This kind of at least gets you some cards back. And then the second effect, kind of like an Alexandros, but without the power gain, but you get to do so much more, right? You get to draw cards, then you can retire pretty much all of your opponent's back rows, and then, yeah, stand 2 of your Rearguards. So, let's think about it this way, right? This is kind of like a pseudo field wipe. If your opponent has a field, this kind of gets rid of it, because there's a crazy strategy you can do, and that is your Rearguards can attack their Rearguards. So you can attack the front row Rearguards so they die, and then this effect wipes out the back row, so then he doesn't have any Rearguards, and you just draw 3 as well, and then you get a triple drive. You also plus 2 from the come into play effect, so you just 2 cards are free. And then, you know, Coral Assaults, Nerissa's, you can even play Saberflow Sailors, right? Old school, draw 2. So that seems all pretty good. The other thing that you probably don't understand is that, you know, Alexandros gives power. Is giving power a good thing? Maybe when trying to win. On your first ride, maybe you're not trying to win, right? Maybe you're trying to, you know, even draw more cards. And this is exactly what this card does. And because the fact that it doesn't give power to something, it means you can also continue this strategy. If you play something like Saberflow Sailor, right? I'm saying this a lot because I got killed by Saberflow Sailors way back because they just basically, right, you know, just draw more cards, right? It doesn't give that card power, so that AK swing into the Vanguard is not hitting, so they're just drawing more cards. And they got that card for free, right? You know, free. So you're just drawing a bunch of cards, you draw a bunch of cards into your hand, you're setting up for your next turn. So I think there's a lot of potential with this Aqua Force card, way more potential than just Values. Maybe Values is coming like next turn, but maybe you're just going to deck out next turn, I don't know. So yeah, that seems pretty good. The other thing is that you can call Zazans, oh wait, I can't say that. You can call every clans, cards that are every clans, maybe cards with no effects on them, but luckily you have things in your G-Zone that gives them all power that you can just bash face with after you've bashed your opponent's face with those kind of cards in the early game. So yeah, if you can understand where I'm getting at, that seems pretty good. The only weakness of this card I can see is that it's Counterblast 1. And Counterblast nowadays, it's pretty hard to get. And in the future, it will probably be even harder to get because if you give your opponent even one Counterblast, you probably just straight up lose the game. So that's the only weakness. Otherwise, it's a pretty good card. So overall, I like Aqua Force. I kind of like Spike Brothers a bit less. And if you saw our reactions, then we probably didn't like Pale Moon as much. But that's it from me. Catch you guys in the next video. Solemn got a new song. I think we put up an advertisement in the video already. If not, we're going to put it up again. Because Australian accent Solemn is the worst thing you would have ever heard in your life. But luckily his song is not bad. So go check that out. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.
Yeah, you gotta say it in Australian or else it's gonna get cut out,
Mate, you gotta check out my new cover song. It's called Gooba. Go to Maxim Solemn on Instagram or Twitter. Blimey.